Hi, it's Gary. I want to talk another one about in our series about debt and spending. What I want to talk about is the fact that the United States dollar is the most used world reserve currency. What does that mean, and why does it benefit us, or how does it affect us? A reserve currency is a currency that other nations want to hold their wealth in. And the reason they want to hold their reserves in this currency of the United States dollar is because most of the world's trade takes place in United States dollars. So let's say Brazil wants to buy German made automobiles. What they first do is they need to get US dollars in order to pay the Germans for those automobiles. And they get that by bidding, that is, buying U.S. Treasury bonds, bills, or notes in U.S. Treasury auctions. So the government needs to borrow money. Uh, Brazil shows up and says, we're going to convert our currency into dollars and we're going to use those dollars to buy your Treasury bills. And then they turn around and use those Treasury bills to pay the Germans for the automobiles. Germany then can use those T bills to buy from other countries, or they can simply hold them for their own purposes. And most of the world's trade takes place in US dollars. So every country in the world typically wants to hold US dollars in the form of US Treasury bonds, bills, and notes. So they are big buyers of Treasury bonds, bills, and notes at the auctions or on the secondary market. So this benefits the United States in the sense that we can just create new debt, and other people give us their currency that represents real purchasing power in order to buy our debt that we can then use to buy things from those countries. Uh, Most of the world trade takes place in using treasury bonds, bills, and notes. There's also a significant amount of world trade, illegal world trade, shall you say, drug dealers, human traffickers, in U.S. currency. Might surprise you to learn that about 45% of all of the United States currency that is in circulation around the world is in circulation outside of the United States. And that's primarily used in illegal trafficking of arms, people, drugs, things like that. And again, we benefit from that because everybody wants dollars. Dollars are a known commodity. And even though we think the US dollar is losing value, and clearly it is, it's someone has described it, it's the dollar milkshake in a world of garbage milkshakes. So most of the other countries of the world, their currency is even worse than the US dollar. And there are trillions of US dollars out there. And so they become the medium of exchange in a lot of illegal activity. There's a lot more to this story. That's as much as I'm going to cover right now.